What's popular YouTube? Another day, another demo. People were upset yesterday. This isn't s1mple versus ZywOo. This is ZywOo frag movie. It is ZywOo frag movie. But today is going to be s1mple frag movie. I didn't have a better way to do it. I had to do one or the other, but it was about both. And what was cool was seeing that s1mple actually had a hand in stopping ZywOo in a lot of those rounds. Okay? I think if we were going to hand out points like a shitty UFC judge, then it would be hard to score that map because I'd say just as much impact as ZywOo had for it being map 5 in a best of 5 grand final after whatever 7 hours of playing. s1mple was right there with him. He didn't have as many kills, but it's about the quality of the kills, right? That's why we watch these demos, because the stats, some players get a lot of eco kills, but the stats don't tell the full story. You got to watch it. You got to see the movements. You got to see the decision making. We miss the communication. That's one thing we lack. That's a big thing that we lack. But you can still see some of the great plays. Saw some of the amazing A holds from s1mple on Mirage. And I was surprised to see that because I thought that was all ZywOo all day long. But I thought he was great. So again, catching up on this, s1mple 1.47 rating in this final. ZywOo was only third highest because Nevera came in for a couple maps. And yeah, Nevera's stats are inflated, but Nevera is actually so amazing. He's been very, very consistent all the matches they played. Let's look at this. Since joining Vitality, he's had 0 maps where he's gone negative. 0. He's had 1 map where he bottom fragged and they still won and he still wasn't negative. And every other map virtually was 19 or more kills. And he's probably an average of 20-something here. Completely nuts. And it's only Dust2 and Inferno. Specialty maps for him. Look at his ratings. I mean, this is unbelievable. Screams brother. But anyways, we're not here to talk about Nevera. We're here to talk about s1mple and ZywOo. And again, it's in the title because it does feel like a head-to-head. And sometimes when we do like head-to-head matchups on the desk and we show a graphic and like this opper, it's oftentimes you don't see the oppers actually go up and fight each other, right? It's oftentimes you see the oppers are there to kill as many riflers as possible and not take straight on op duels because they're the most high risk, high reward. But your oppers should be just trying to pick off as many riflers as possible, make the round easier. But in this situation, it feels like there is going to be a lot of head-to-head because they are hyper carries, okay? I brought this up before, but there are certain players who are amazing. Like, there's not that many hyper carry riflers. It feels like there aren't that many oppers that can do what, s1mple, ZywOo do. Maybe Sears and Poison, I think, are some of the up-and-coming players who have that potential, like that level of potential maybe. But they haven't shown it quite yet. They haven't had such an astronomical rise as ZywOo, as an example. But in terms of riflers, like Electronic, he's not a hyper carry. He might be one of the very best riflers of all time, but he's not a hyper carry. He's not an average 1.4 rating player. He's not a Nico. Nico's a hyper carry, right? There are certain players that they're not going to be that player. Elige might be considered a hyper. Like, he is actually that good with a rifle that he might be considered that. There's a few. Let me go to stats. Let me go to stats. We go to players, overview, all time. There are some really strong ones. I mean, right, Xantares might be the only only consistently good player, like impactful player every single game, but not necessarily hyper carry. James is kind of in that territory. Hunter might be up there sometimes, but it's hard. There's not many of these players. But these are two players that the rounds are based on them, ZywOo, s1mple, more so s1mple than ZywOo. And yeah, I think one comment that was brought up actually yesterday was interesting, was that ZywOo didn't feel like he was actually the focus of every single round. Sometimes he died first. I was kind of surprised about that. And it was strange because Vitality won. But what I still had a question though. I still wondered, should he have been used a little bit more carefully? Like, should ZywOo ever be your first player in? I feel like no. I feel like never. unless it's that situation where you're a disadvantage, you need to make some kind of play. You know, he might be that dude. But, you know, should he be the guy dying to grenades in a 5v5? I don't think so. I think Apex should be giving himself up for that. I think Shock should be going in first if he's not lurking. I think, you know, other players should be throwing themselves in front, taking some of that early damage, you know, making sure he stays on 100 HP. There's no stage to heal him, okay? You need to protect him at all costs, okay? You don't send the president into entry frag. It's just not a thing. So now we're going to look at Dust2 because Dust2 was a map where on Dust2 we had a 26 kill half, I think, from s1mple. Almost said from s1mple. We look at a great two halves. I mean, overall 37 and 13, amazing performance here. Oh my god, 2.02 rating. Madness. I think it's 16-12 map here. But we're here to look at the CT side, and we're here to watch POV, X-ray off. Buckle up. No beard today. I'm in full Counter-Strike mode now. Okay, I just kind of just woke up, and it's late, but I just made my oatmeal. I'm gonna be trying to eat healthy all day now. Be doing 2 best of 3s a day. The last 2 games of every match here. So if you guys want to watch today, I'll be casting Spirit versus Virtus Pro, and then the Furia versus Isurus games today. And then every single day of these match days, I'm going to be casting at the second 2 games, I believe. Something like that. Okay? So if you want to tune in, I'll be casting the Blast Fall Showdown pretty much all day, every day. And then, of course, still uploading in the morning. We just do this in the morning. But it should be banger. Should be a banger. Don't even know what's going to happen with those results. Probably should have watched an Isurus demo today just because, but it's okay. Dare I say this is more important. Sapphire, butterfly knife. That's what we do love to see. The things we love to see. This is very high up on the list. Let's see how this plays out. Again, actually, just want to triple check here. It was what was the kill? How many kills in the half? It was a Dust2, 37 kills in total, 26 and 6 in this half. Okay. Very, very few deaths. s1mple, he's going to be kind of anchoring A. By the way, someone mentioned that my video volume is still low on YouTube. I don't understand how this could be possible. He's going to get a kill here, watch. Okay. Oh, it's a big fake. Look, they even pushed out mid. Whoa, Shocks. That's disgusting. Kind of double gush them. That was quite a serious fake. We looked at that from s1mple's perspective. Completely juked. Pressure out mid to go out long. It's like the reverse G2. G2, they feign pressure long, run out mid. It's like one of the very popular plays. So let's see if s1mple's still rocking the Prince stream here. That's all I care about. No, switched off to the Emerald Jormungandr. Yeah, it's a Finnish word. I speak Finnish. It's a beautiful deagle, actually. I bought my deagle blaze for like $8, I feel like, and now it's like $500. It's pretty mad how you could just be rich from like buying skins a long time ago. You know how many LGB 2014 hollows I've scraped off? I probably scraped off 25 LGB 2014 hollows off my guns. Just trying to pick better placements. Let's see. Okay, round like this, very uncomfortable for pistols to be in spots like this. They're kind of just spotting everything. If this is a full cap play or full long play, they're in a better spot. Any kind of split is a very, very, very bad spot for the CTs. You never want to be playing on the site on Dust2. It's the shittiest site of any map by design. The map is designed so that you need to push short or push long, and then play from there. You shut down one half of the split and then play from there. Throw some grenades. Okay, so here they push cat. That's actually good timing for them. With Navera dead. With Navera dead, they're on for it. So you see, right here, right? Let me just talk about this for a second. Excuse me. So Electronic here. See how he's playing here at elbow. This is the point of map control, okay? s1mple, he can take over cat here. And if they know no one else is coming cat, he can use this position to fight the A site. And Electronic can sit there. Imagine if s1mple was a T and he was coming up cat. Electronic spot would be useless. It'd be a terrible spot to fight from and he'd die. This is what map control is all about. Is opening up spots, compromising other ones. So you can see a freely fight here, just as long as he doesn't think he's going to get flanked. And help his teammates push up. They've got pretty good control. They just need to find this one trade, basically. Oh, two of them. A reload comes in. Electronic. He'll pick up a better gun. That won't be easy. Oh, amazing from Electronic. What is that? Dies to the USP. That was quite close. Okay. Right down mid, into suicide. Great trade by Navarra. Had to hit that first bullet. s1mple was out of there if you missed that. Another potential win here, 4v3. Off the 1 dig. It's not quite as important to get the opening kill on a pistol round. But, like on a pistoling round versus rifles, doesn't mean as much, but it can, psychologically, it can mean a lot. Like, it can scare the hell out of people. We're already seeing ZywOo get pretty important kills on our side of things. Oh, play the sentry? Oh my god. Oh, what on earth? We're just gonna go right by that. Doesn't take a shot there, does he? Let's see if that was on purpose or not. So you can take the blind shot and hit. He might have switched instead of taking a shot, but he can, if he doesn't shoot, then they might not think he's picking long. That could mean he could get a shot later on. So you got to be careful when you shoot your op, right? Because it makes a big sound, and in that part of the map that you shoot your op in, it lets everybody know this could tell you the entire setup from the T perspective, right? So you have to be very careful about where you pick your spots. Sometimes Dust2, you know, people picking long off a CT spawn, it's not that uncommon. So maybe there's a position where it wouldn't matter that much, but you could be trying to bait them into coming to you if they think you might be picking mid or you might be pushing upper B one round. Okay, rare miss. Could have been 27 kills with that one. Should have been. Player coming up behind him. Oh, yeah, right. Holy. Off the audio, basically. What a clear. Even to go for the scope in, that's ridiculous. People who watch this game probably watching me watch this right now and going, oh, wait till he sees it. Oh my god, you guys are kidding around. Jump up. Do it. That's too obvious, huh? Okay. Oh man. That was equally as sick. And hey, it's not just flash. It's not just flare. He holds the op. Brings it into this round. And idea, remember how I said, like, that sound the op makes, that can affect the map control, that can affect the T default. Same thing for carrying over a gun, right? This is what JAME is all about, JAME time. If you save a gun, the executes change. If you know somebody's, your opponents are opping, you're going to be less inclined to do a slow default where you clear out map control, and you try to, like, lurk. There's going to be less lurk plays. So even if that op doesn't shoot a bullet, you have an influence on the way the Ts are going to play. And yes, the CTs are thinking about that. They know that the other team is going to play different based on whether or not you have an op. Oh, there's Shock getting punished for his walkout. We can see if this costs them a round. They'll go for the upper B push. A bit of a Hail Mary here, but a chance to maybe find an opening. They don't see anybody. Perfecto gets his kill on lower. This is now totally possible with armor. And ZywOo versus s1mple. Where is he? Let's see if he repeaks or not. No, he's out of there. Okay, so now ZywOo will go long or cat, and s1mple has a few seconds where he'll have the sight to himself to try to fight if he wants to. Okay, but he's not even going to give it a shot. He'll get out of there. We don't know where ZywOo went. Imagine ZywOo was in playground waiting for him to fall back B. Because this Galaxy Brain individual knew where he was going to be. Any more no-scopes? Nope. Okay. A 5-0 start. What is happening? How is this a 5-0 start? And a 26 kill half for s1mple. This is what I want to know. Get no off shots off, no wall bangs, and you'll notice it's simple. He's not scared to do wall bangs. He's just picking his spots. When his position is known, I think that's one thing that he's really good at doing. Is putting the spam shots down, going for pre-fires and stuff. Like, he's not scared to do it. So here he's just dedicating himself to catching a long lurk, like something like Shocks could come around this corner. And there's a player car. Smoke doesn't matter to him, but he could be worried that someone had already tucked in at long. So they'll refresh, or they'll replace him with a rifler. And this is also really important, right? It's Dust2. So let's talk about some like kind of greater things, some fundamentals about the game, as opposed to stuff about Dust2, because this map is very, very simple. If you take a shot with an opper, you should also take an opportunity to move. Let's say you don't move. Like, you could say that's both a gamble, right? Like, let's say if you always move, then they come back and come out, and that's true. But generally speaking, you have way more places that you could go to have more impact, to find other kills on other parts of the map, than if you stay there and hope that they run back into you. And you also don't lose the round just because you leave your spot. So if you take a shot at long, and then you're like, I'm going to reposition, and they're probably going to assume I'm going to reposition, you're still going to have a rifler there to pick up, and they might be playing the spot differently, and they could be opening up to different kills, and you might not be that far away to come back and try to help them. But it's always good to try to keep it moving when you're on, and I think he actually hit him through the car. Always good to try to keep it moving when you have an op in your hands, especially when you make noise, because the timers go off. Like, this stuff is very, like, it's ingrained into our brains at this point. You hear an op at long, okay, I've got like 3 seconds before he can come and peek me out mid if something like that happens. And you can hear these shots from everywhere. This time he'll fall back. He's been doing a lot of the same thing in this regard. Waiting for something basically like we saw on the pistol. We've seen Shocks poke his head out mid a couple of times. You'd expect that these get smoked. Interesting. No, I think I made a video called Simple Top Frags Without Being Aggressive. We kind of see that in this game too, right? So far. When he needs to, he knows when to push a smoke. But a lot of times, he's just playing the best. To me, it feels like a cat play. No, 35 seconds left. I would kind of get this feeling that it's a cat play. Okay, the smokes come down. They could still go mid B and put pressure here. So see how blue goes and checks it? That's actually key. All right, it's a fake. All right, so they go out and then they get all the kills actually. So basically one trade back for Perfecto, and everyone's just dropping like flies. That's got to be really, really frustrating, because basically Simple's always trying to be in the best position possible, but, you know, he's trying to take care of A. But they keep losing mid to B. All right. So now he's going to try to take control of the round. Excuse me. Oh, he's holding that for the crossback. Misses the shot. Will turn his eyes to the blue barrels. He holds a little bit wide for the run out. Navarra is a threat and lower. So when a team has lower control, you can't really pick high like that when you think they could come out, because they can swing under your scope and then just shoot you. I find flicking down is not that difficult. Like, I find it even more consistent for me than flicking left or right. For some reason, I just find it so easy, but it's still a flick. So you don't want to rely on it. I say that. Sometimes you'll see Simple aim in the middle of a box and, like, literally assume he'll hit the 50-50 instead of making the read. Just being very careful about the way he crosses the door. Again, always a lurker here on Vitality. That is one of the biggest threats for them. They've got such a strong lurker and, like, Shocks. The double. Ooh, what? Hot take. Collaterals are always luck. Did I need to say that to ruin the moment? I didn't have to say that. I could have just been like, s1mple, oh my god. Collaterals are all luck. Everyone knows it. You aim for one, you're happy to get both. Finally, an opening kill here for Navi. s1mple looking for the boost up. Okay. This is not a great setup for the CTs, but since they are up a player, it could be okay. But they could still very easily lose. See how comfortable he is? His only cover is the single box to fighting long, and he has to make sure that he doesn't get opt. Okay, so they'll go and try to retake long control, but it's so late now. I'm a little bit scared for them. So they'll push. I don't know if they go through it. Okay. Oh, it looks like there's pistols on the other side. Pistols on the other side. That was a bit slow to the jump, right? They waited so long expecting an execute to come out. It never came. And now s1mple have to go God mode. Oh, and he will. Wow. Oh, my God. He's just got magnets on his enemies. They just keep dying. That's nuts, man. That's nuts. See, that round's almost lost because of a late call. The retake on long. They could have pushed cat, retake long, but they go as the long cross smoke comes out, and then just basically leave it to s1mple. That's a position where I'd be like, we need more leadership here. Do something. I also think s1mple could have been a one to help retake. You know, he has an op, so if they go to the long setup, he can op cat, and that's what they were going for. But he could also go retake long and then come back and fight cat from car. Another kill. It's ZywOo down. He's really racking him up. Always lacking a little bit of information here, but at least they've got their inside long doors, which is such a big spot for a boomage to be in. So the only thing about boomage's spot right now, it's really great for a long or a cat hit, okay? Oh yeah, right, just farming with the USP now? That's cool. Alright, that's cool. Let's see what happens next round. See if they got better guns, what they do. But boomage's spot on the door is awesome because if they do come for a lurk and there's one guy sitting in the long house for that long, he can kill them. And stop him from coming in the door. Oh, what a shot. Great flick, man. Goes up by himself. No fast cat required. And see, instantly moving around. Whoa. Thought that was a player. Someone could jump pit here off the smoke. Someone could be already in pit, so he's going to try to fight with the help of this smoke. Take a random shot into the smoke in case someone was there doing the exact same thing to him. And let's see how he tries to defend long. So see, this spot opens up because they have cat control. This is a spot you can't play without cat control. Again, just want to reinforce that. This is what map control is. Right now he's tethering off blue. He's relying on blue. They're just coming in for free. Oh, off the head. Free haircuts from s1mple. No way he gets that on the repeak. Some God mode level shit right here. Oh my God, the ace, dude. Damn. Oh, I wish I watched this match live now. This is also kind of nice though. This is also kind of nice. Like no X-ray on s1mple settings and stuff. I like this. And you see that position he played again, it's like only because of the cat presence they had. All right, finally, they're going to win versus pistols. Oh, they do. Amazing. Potential to come back in these last 3 rounds, 9-6 half. Why wouldn't they do it? Double rifle setup. And this time, Simple's coming back late mid. Okay, so based on what we've seen in these rounds, there's been really, really late executes for Vitality. But if Simple's over on A site, he's not seeing any action for a long time. So here's a way where he could maybe have impact earlier on, just trying to take a peek at mid. And it seems like now they're starting to put pressure on long, and we see the Opus coming over to support Boomich. He's doing a good job holding his ground. I think they're still on pistols for this one, so that smoke is enough to help him cross. Or I guess he's just going to sit tight. And this round is all but done, unless Shocks can grab 2. We'll see if the peak comes. They've really barely had a chance. Okay, so the smoke will help this, Molly go out, actually. And Simple, it's always good to peek this mid to B smoke, like at that moment. If you can shoot people on the side of the head when they're clearing the window and stuff. And if they're not there, you can get a lot of info, like are they actually committing or not. But here in this spot, they could potentially go up cat. But because it's a 4-3 situation, like even a 5v5, Simple probably doesn't rotate into B here, but a 4-on-3, they're pretty safe on A. If they lose on A, it's kind of a huge mechanical failure to not trade out evenly. So I'm sure they're expecting good things. All right. They get to kind of get ass blasted. I don't know how Electronic ends up in CT in that position, but the synergy on the A setup is a little bit off. Critical move here by ZywOo. Perfecto. Oh, that was actually a chance. ZywOo missed a shot. He kind of hit him with the backwards shoulder bait by accident. Yeah, they messed up. I don't think Simple's rotation is bad there. They got 1 kill with a 2-player hold versus 3. Owned. The last video is for all the ZywOo fans. This video is for all the Simple fans. That's how it goes. Just going to pander every single video. Whoever got the most kills. I don't know. Were you going to watch the rest of the maps? I'm glad we did at least 2 here. In this epic head-to-head bout. And so he's in a new place. He's finally capitalizing on these rotations. He actually has not even had to... He's not even caught people off guard coming out to mid-late in these early rounds, and he still had so much impact. They just keep walking into him. What is going on? I don't even know. They actually look like pre-fire bots. Like, they all just kind of, like, slid out. It's like they didn't even have feet, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they had a cardboard stick jammed up their ass, and they were just moving side to side. It was target practice. Yeah, right. He gets tagged, too. Every single angle he holds is, like, perfect. Like, exactly where they'll be. They never go wider. He makes them look so easy, like the shots. It's right place, right time. Okay. They still have problems at A. Well, they have problems at A and B, actually, not B in this game. Right now, it is Vitality just trying to pick the site that Simple's not out. That's pretty much what you're trying to do. Someone's having a half this good. I don't even know how many kills he has already, but he's 20+ kills already. So, yeah. So you see, like, Simple Daddy B this time around. This is why Vitality come here, because they think he's going to be a late round. He'll get at least 1 kill, and Perfecto grabs another. Okay. Surely they can't lose. All right, they do it. They finally pull it off. Simple finally gets the better of them on the rotations. That is game. A good match. A really good match. That ace was sick. Very sick. Sickening like a buffalo chicken wing. Why don't we... You tell me what we want to do next. If you want to watch more of these. Because I heard Dust2... I heard everything except Nuke was really good. Like Dust2 for a Simple. The Simple is very consistent throughout the whole series, so every map is probably pretty good there. The later maps are better for ZywOo. I don't know if any of the other ones you want to watch. They really got slapped up for all these games. Goddamn. You let me know what we should do. I thought that was awesome to watch. All right, I'm gonna go do some preparations for the. I'm gonna do some preparations for the rest of my day, and then I'm gonna get on the town bus and go to work. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.